Hello there. Are you lost?
Huh? Who are you?
I'm Shantae, the genie guardian of Scuttletown. What's your name?
My name is Filia. I'm looking for the wish-granting skull heart. Ah, you're a genie?
Well, half genie, actually. But still, I can help you find the skull heart.
That would be very generous of you.
We can take care of this ourselves. Leave!
Who said that?
Said get lost!
What?
That was uncalled for, Samson.
You refuse to leave. Then your lunch!
Alright, so this is going to be a bit of a different segment this time compared to how I usually do stuff solo. I actually have one of the actresses with me that did one of the characters for this particular episode. Say hi.
Hello, I'm AmyB.
AmyB. She did the voice of Filia, the Skull Girls character in this. So first, I suppose I should ask you first off. You don't know much about the Skullgirls game or Shantae in particular, do you?
I know a little bit about Shantae. I'm familiar with games of Shantae, but Filia was a completely new character that I've heard of.
Okay, that's fine. I personally had never played Skullgirls myself. I only saw like some videos of it. All I know is it was a one-off fighting game. I want to say it was an indie game. I don't think it was made by any particular well-known game developing company. But it was something that took off by storm, especially on Steam, and then eventually it just got spread out to other consoles within that time. Whereas Shantae has had quite a successful series of games going. Started on the Game Boy Color, which not many people seem to have known of. I think it was probably, I want to say it was one of the final games that was made for the Game Boy Color before Advance had taken over at that point, and from there on. And then after that there was I think instead of Color it went to the DS. There was like a DS Lite game, and then it got a re-release later on other platforms that you can download. It's like a digital download.
Wasn't it the Wii U? The first one we used to, or was it the Switch? I know we had a game. That was how I knew about it. I didn't know, but it was either on Switch or Wii U.
So what you're probably referring to was one of the more later titles that it was actually, fun fact for that, was actually crowdfunded.
Mm-hmm.
I sadly wasn't able to contribute to it at the time. I wish I had, but I didn't. But it was met it was done successfully well. It's met a lot of stretch goals and beyond with the DLC. You're probably talking about the retelling of Shantae for that was put on the Switch, yes. Mm-hmm. And then it had another sequel, The Seven Sirens, which is one I've yet to play. But before that, there were about, I want to say, 2 other games in between, from whether they would be on the DS or also on the I think it was on Steam. I had it on Steam as well for a PC. But again, it's on multiple platforms now. But Shantae has become quite a good platforming series. I love the story about how she was a genie, became a half genie, and was like the guardian genie of the town. I thought it was real nice. I mean, if you have the chance, you should probably at least check it out a little bit. See what you think.
I did at the time.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, what are your thoughts about how when you were voicing for Filia?
I thought she was a very interesting character. She gave me kind of vibes of Professor Quirrell, Voldemort kind of vibes from
Harry Potter?
Yeah, from the first one. of where there was Quirrell and then Voldemort was in his head.
Yeah.
So I just thought it was very, very like interesting as far as that was concerned. So there's like Filia, which seems like this really sweet girl, and then there's like this thing in her head, and it was quite interesting to portray the more innocent side when there's this thing in her head and trying to keep him calm and keep him doing what he's meant to do.
So you probably don't know the origin story about Filia. She was actually cursed. It was something that got put upon her, and it was in her hair, and so there would be at times when the hair would take control over their actions, as you would see in the show or the video. When it comes to their fighting styles and stuff like that. But it was about the story goes, she's on about finding the Skull Heart to try to end this particular curse, so she doesn't hurt other people by accident, that sort of thing. And I think what happens was she was going to do that, and then she turns around and decided to use it for a different means to save somebody else. But again, it's something you'd have to delve into the Skullgirls game itself to find out more. So, but yeah, as far as the matchup goes, I thought it was kind of cool. How they thought get two characters that have hair for weapons to go at it, and didn't seem that unbalanced either. I thought it was kind of well done. It was like nobody had the advantage over the other that much, really.
Mm-mm.
So what did you think of the choreography of the fight itself overall, as far as
it was cool. It was cool.
Would you definitely recommend it? Do you think, okay, actually, well, yeah, of course you'd recommend it. I should probably rephrase, compared to back then when you first voiced it, and I know you need a refresher because I know it's been years, I understand. Hearing it back now, do you think it still holds up, or do you think it could have been better?
Nah, it could have been better.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm kind of a bit more in agreement on that. I think I had a couple of people commenting thought it was a bit of a strange choice to have a British girl voicing the character when originally she wasn't British to begin with, which I know this. But
discrimination.
But Shantae, on the other hand, I could very easily. I know in the games, what's the actress's name? Christina V. actually voices the voice of Shantae in all the games and such, and I can definitely tell how I'm Shadow 7 actually brought out that same kind of personality and cheerful voice in her. I thought that matched really, really well. Mm-hmm. I got to give major props to her about that. And then as far as Samson, the hair, the demonic hair, yeah, I think Mark or Sonic fan had like a real field day with that. Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, it was great to do that, especially with Sonic Fan, with Mark. Like, me and Mark have been friends for years, and it was great to be able to work with him in that. And for him to play that part with me, it was like a really good opportunity for us.
And would you, if given another opportunity, I know we're busy as being parents and everything nowadays, but given another chance, would you like to do something like this again in the future?
Absolutely. I'd work with Sonic Fan any day, and I'd work with Nicole and Andy. Like, they're both absolutely lovely people, and I'd work with them on a project anytime.
All right. Well, I think that'll do it for our segment. Let's see what Nicole and Mark's views are of this episode.
Hello. This is Sonic Fan 39 Returns.
Hello, this is I Am Shadow Below 7.
And here we're just doing a comment on a small fan dub we did for Arclad 84 a few years ago.
Yeah.
I remember you were Shantae and I was Samson.
Uh-huh.
And there was someone else you played in this as well, I believe.
I played Yang for Yang versus Bakugo dub.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's good animation.
I actually like these kind of videos. They're really cool.
Yeah.
There I am.
Hello there. Are you lost?
Huh? Who are you?
I'm Shantae, the genie guardian of Scuttletown. What's your name?
And I think that's
My
Amy,
name is
Arklad's wife.
Filia. I'm looking for
Yeah.
the wish-granting skull heart. Ah,
And I had no idea who any of these characters are. Like, I know of Shantae, but I've not played any of the games.
Actually,
Neither have I.
But still, I can help you find the skull
Yeah,
heart.
I mostly did it
that
because
would
I like
be
voicing
very
villains.
generous of you.
Yeah.
Take
Or-
care of this ourselves. Leave.
There you are.
Said that-
Said get lost.
What?
That was uncalled for, Samson.
You refuse to leave. Your lunch.
Uh-oh.
And, you know, you say you're always typecast as villain. Well, you like playing villains. I like playing really nice and cute characters.
I don't know.
Or the character. I also like playing calm characters who are very, very reserved and cool and all that stuff. I can never play a very energetic character.
And yet, you love voicing Pinkie Pie?
Because she can be calm in some points, and I like to make her sound calm.
Nom!
I don't have time for this.
It's like it's like if Mawile the Pokemon became a human. I really love the animation of the sprites and the 2D animation.
Yeah, it's really well done.
That's what I call effort. I love when people do stuff like that.
I can't even remember who wins this fight. But yeah, this was fun to do. Though I remember I had to do the now your lunch line a couple of times.
Yeah. Ha! I win.
You actually,
I think.
You're actually a really good fit for Shantae.
Oh, thank you. You're great for Samson.
Shantae, are you okay?
I'm supposed to ask you that.
I got reckless. I even injured Filia. But you've shown concern, and I shouldn't.
Yeah. Apology accepted.
What?
So, do you still accept my help?
Haha, you're quite stubborn.
And yeah, that's been 1 minute dubs with me and Sonic Fan.
Yeah, they were fun to do.
Yeah.
Hey guys, thanks for checking
All right, may as well stop here,
If you like
and
this video, feel free to like, share, and even
thanks again
subscribe
for having
all
us,
my
Art.
gaming content.
Yeah,
as
thanks,
always
Art.
go to
All right,
Melody
bye-bye.
and his awesome team at
Bye-bye.
Hyperstage and-
Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Keep on gaming.